Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about composting and a couple of different ways you can achieve it easily. In backyard gardening, for growing organic vegetables, composting is very essential. It not only enriches the soil with the necessary nutrients, but also gives healthy, bountiful produce. In our daily life, we end up throwing away a lot of kitchen waste, such as onion or any vegetable peel, overripened fruits, a banana skin, or in general any fruit skin into the trash, which can easily be used to make the compost. Let's start by looking at an easy and quick turnaround way to make the compost. Here, we have saved kitchen waste such as onion and vegetable peels, orange peel. You can also use eggshells, tea or coffee grounds, leftover rice, brown leaves, and make sure you break these down to smaller pieces which help in decomposing organic matter quickly. You start by uh, layering them down with the soil and alternate layers of soil and this kitchen waste. So here we are essentially layering these as we can see here, and at the end of it you water it down. You can also use the compost from your previous compost mixture, which helps in speeding up this process. Once you are done layering this over, you can water it so in order to make this composting process quicker. Here, this is not ready yet, but it's almost done. You typically water it, keep mixing it, keep shaking these small containers, and keep covering it with the lid. If you want to do this composting on a slightly larger scale, rotating compost bin would be a preferred way. Of course, you can buy nice rotating compost bins from the home improvement store or any e-commerce websites, but they're kind of pricey, anywhere ranging from $100 to $200. So we wanted to make it at home with whatever material we had and buy only missing or necessary material, keeping the budget to a minimum amount. Here is our rough sketch of compost rotating compost bin that we had in our mind. We have the two 4x4 cross-shaped pallets at either side of the drum. You have the supporting reinforcement at the bottom. Then you have a round PVC or a wood bar that will run across the length of the barrel. Um, let's look at the materials you need. First, you need the barrel. Ideally, it would be good to use much harder bin such as a rainwater barrel. But as I mentioned earlier, we wanted to use whatever material we already had. So here we repurposed our garden trash can. Then you need the 4x4 wood pallets to build the cross-shaped structure on either sides. You should have it enough le length so that there is enough ground clearance to be able to rotate the bin. Then you need the round bar. This is the one that runs through the length of your compost bin and rests on the wood pallet support on either side. Next is you need the hinges for the door, lock for the door, so when you rotate the compost bin, the door stays in place. Then you need the U-lock to secure the round bar onto the wood pallet so that it doesn't wiggle or move out of place. Then you need metal plates for the fins. I'll show you a little later what's the purpose of these fins. Then I would recommend nuts and bolts. These will work for any thickness. Other option is to use rivets. Uh, then you need the screws, essentially 3 inches, 2 inches, depending on your thickness of the material. These will be used to build these cross-shaped structures and supporting the reinforcement at the bottom. Then you add the supporting reinforcement at the bottom of these two cross-shaped pallet structure, enough in length, same as your round bar. Once the major structure is built and you're able to rest the compost bin on the wood bar, then you can cut open a rectangle or a square shaped for essentially for the door in the middle of this compost bin so that you can put in the material as well as take out the compost when it's ready. You can smooth out the any of the um, outward facing surfaces so that you don't hurt yourself while moving around this compost bin. So this is how the end product looks. Here you can rotate the bin. If you want, you can attach a handle to be able to rotate easily. But we just wanted to stick with basics and whatever we had.
So here you have compost bin in the middle, cross-shaped wood pallet at either end, and supporting reinforcement at the bottom. Round bar which rests on the crotch and runs through the center of the bin. Here you have a door with two hinges on one end and three locks on rest of the sides. So when you fill in compost bin and try to rotate the door, it doesn't prop open. Here we can see metal fins placed alternately so that material gets loosened up nicely while rotating the compost bin. By using the nuts and bolts, you can secure these hinges and locks nicely and it will work across any thickness of the material. Here you can secure the round bar with the U-lock so it stays firm and gives smooth rotating movement. We didn't fasten it as of now since we are not sure how long this trash can as a compost bin will serve our purpose. So here you have the homemade rotating compost bin. Hope you like this video.